Hello and heartily welcome to today's video. I've brought you another topic. The topic of today is 5 reasons for not following through with your goal. And I want to explore with you what are 5 possible reasons why you might not be following through with reaching a particular goal that's important to you. My name is Dominika Hatsch and I'm glad that you're here with me. Okay, well, I believe there are 5 major reasons why somebody might have a goal but can't quite follow through and change himself, herself to reach that goal. Why is that? Well, reason number 1 is that there's a lack of understanding of what possibilities, what opportunities are there. So imagine you're living in an area where there are lots of poor people and everybody is having their 9 to 5 job, even a second job to earn money, to provide for the family, etc. Then that's all you see. And all you look for is that you are having a nice life where you earn some money to support your family and that's it. You don't look outside, you don't see the opportunities of what's around you and what could possibly be your goal. So, because there is a lack of a mentor or a lack of opportunity, you don't see what is possible. And because you don't see that, you're not aware that you could actually grow and develop and achieve more. So, if you can't see what's there, then you're possibly not achieving what you want to achieve. You can't even dream about it. You can't think it up because you don't know what it could be. The second reason why you may not achieve your goals and not be successful achieving your goals is actually the lack of appreciation for what that change means. So, for example, you know that eating healthily is good for you. And you know that exercising is good for you. But just because you know, and just because you know that eating lots of vegetables is good for you or exercising is good for you, it doesn't mean that you put that into action. Yeah, you could develop a rule. Say, for example, you want to eat more veggies, so you say, "Oh, I'm gonna put more veggies on my plate each meal," and then you are there lunchtime and you think, "Oh, 2 spoons are enough, that's good enough." Or you say, "Well, I want to go walking every single day, I'm going for a walk." And then you look outside and it's raining and you're like, "Oh, not today, right? Tomorrow's another day." So you don't appreciate what that change actually means to you. You don't have a vision what that change could actually, what that could make out of you. So you don't see your future self, maybe a lean person wearing really, really fancy clothes, etc. If you don't have that vision, if you don't see that goal, then you don't appreciate what's necessary to go there. The other thing is that it could also be that this goal that you think you have isn't quite yours, right? So it could be that everybody in your class is just talking about having this specific figure, or that you have this certain expectation of what should happen in life and how it should be run and how it should evolve. And because of that, you just think, "Oh, I need that too. Yeah, okay, I'll do that too." Right? And you have this certain expectation, but you're not quite behind what's really needed to achieve this. That's your goal. So the thing is, you need to really find out, okay, what's important to you? What is really the thing that you want to achieve? What's your why? Why do you want to do it? Who's going to help you? Where do you get support? And there are lots of questions to answer. And if you can answer those questions, then you know what your right goal is, right? And you put the effort in to have that vision, to do the work, to get this going, to get into the direction of that goal. Okay, then comes problem number 3. The third reason why you may not achieve your goals and you may not be successful is actually resistance. So what do I mean by that? Well, resistance is usually connected to fear. Fear of what friends might say, what families might say, what happens if you don't quite achieve this, what you think, is that really the right thing? And then you don't get into action because you're like, "Oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? And maybe I shouldn't do this because my friends won't support me, or maybe I shouldn't. Or you're just thinking about it all the time, and there's a fear that people might not understand, or that something might happen what you didn't consider. And the thing is, it just kind of like ties you on the spot, and you don't put the effort in, you don't put the work in to do anything. You're just kind of like, okay, you're ready to go. You know this is your goal, and it's important to you, but you're kind of like tied to your chair because you can't move out of fear. So how can you overcome this? Well, fear is always there, and it has always been there. So just imagine, or just think about situations that you've been in the past. You've had goals in the past, right? And you've had fears. And just think about it. Did those fears actually come true? Most of the time, those fears were way out of proportion to what actually happened. So consider this as a guideline. So your fears that you're experiencing right now with your goal, they're probably right out of proportion compared to what you actually want to achieve. So write them down. Write them down. Write down your fears, and write down what could possibly happen and what you want to do about it. And just because you have a way forward when this happens, it actually calms those fears, and you can progress because you see a way out now. Okay? So this is how you can overcome the resistance, that you can move forward and that you can approach that goal and look at different angles and see how it goes and how you can work towards it. Okay, problem number 4, or reason number 4, why you may not achieve your goal. Well, this has to do with consistency and maybe a lack of planning. So imagine this. You want to write a book, and you just go about it. Well, you need to write, obviously, so you do some writing, but one day you're doing 30 minutes, the next day you're doing 60 minutes, and you're doing a little bit there and a little bit there, but you are unclear about the path. You don't know what's next. You don't know how to publish it. You don't know when to speak to a certain person, to arrange for printing it, etc. There are so many tasks that you don't know about, and you're just trying it on your own to figure it out, and somehow you will manage. Well, no. The thing is, you aren't the first person to write a book, right? So there have been people before you doing exactly the same thing that you are trying, that you're setting out to achieve. So why not get them as a mentor? Or maybe there's an online course teaching what you want to learn. So book yourself into that course and do it. Yeah, there are lots of opportunities out there. Get the map so that you know where you're going, what's happening, what's the next step. Because when you have this plan in hand, you're like, oh, I need to do this. Oh yeah, okay, I need to do this. And then comes the second part of it. When you have that map, when you have that plan, and you know all the different steps you have to go, do them consistently every single day. Because if you don't have the consistency doing those steps, well, are you going to reach your goal? Probably not. So this comes together. You need a map, and then you need consistency to do that. And then people might have a goal. They have a map. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're doing their best, and they're really going forward. But they have the feeling something is missing, right? And that's reason number 5. And that is a lack of support from family, friends, or anybody else. Excuse me. So, yeah, sometimes we are doing our best. We know exactly what we do, and we go the way. We walk the talk, and we are really doing our best thing. But sometimes there are just little stones where we don't know, oh, am I going to do this right? Why didn't that work out now? But they said it should work out that way. And then we are getting kind of like, oh, I don't know. And that's where support comes in. Friends could tell you, hey, you are doing great. Just look at all the steps you've done without any trouble. You are in the final stages. Come on, let's go. Do it. And that's the important thing. You need support. And if it's not friends or family that support you because they're quite not aligned with your goal, then look for other people. There are certainly other people that are just learning the same thing you are learning, or that are just trying to achieve the same thing that you are trying to achieve. reach out to them, network, get out there and show them, here, this is what I'm doing, but I'm struggling there. Anybody can help? And they're saying, oh yeah, I can help with this, but you know what, I'm struggling with this. That looks pretty good. How did you do that? And that's a good thing, because the support in the group, that actually helps you achieve anything. And let me give you an example. This last one is a very interesting one. Or the last two. Like today, yes? I mean, doing these videos every single week, I really enjoy doing that. And I certainly have a habit of doing that because I produce my video every single week. But today I was really struggling. How so? Well, it's winter time and it gets darker soon. So I was actually kind of like preparing to get ready for my video, and then nothing worked. The light was too bad, and then basically the shadows went down, and I had all the mirroring in the windows, and it just didn't work out. I needed to find another way to produce this video. And that's the question, how do you do that? Do you just say, oh, well, not this week then? Or are you trying, or are you, going to your friends, asking for help? Hey, how can I do this? And I found another possibility, I found another way, and that's why I'm standing here, and that's so great. So, I hope this helps you in a way in understanding when you want to achieve something, when something is really important to you. What are the 5 main struggles, the 5 main reasons why you may not achieve this, and how to overcome them? Well, if you like this video, I would love to hear from you in the comments. If not, that's fine too. Hopefully I see you next week when there will be a next video. Bye bye for now.